On that note, I'd like to say the sacrament is sacrificial offering. Now, I'd like to relate it this way. In what way is a sacrificial offering? Remember I said about faith? The sacrament is faith. Believing means that I don't rely upon my intellect, my abilities, my talents. I'm sacrificing that for Him. Believing is not what I can comprehend, not what I can do with my own abilities, but completely trusting Him. That takes sacrifice. Yes or no? Okay? Now also, I said sacrament is love. Two to become one. I have to sacrifice myself for the sake of others, or not. For the sake of that, I want to be with that person. What do I need to do? I sacrifice something of myself for the love of this my beloved. Yes or no? Yes. Love demands sacrifice. Again, we are reflecting upon what Christ has done, what He's asking of us to do. Okay? I says, what does that mean by sacrificial offering? Unity. I had to forgive each other. I had to be patient. I had to be more understanding. I had to be more prudent towards others. That's sacrifice. That's how God approaches us every day. And He's asking you and I, for the sake of the unity, offer these gifts. Offer these to me, to fellow humanity. Okay? Now, also, sacrificial offering in what ways? Sharing. Giving up my ambition, my personal desire. For whose? For Him. That takes sacrifice. That takes sacrifice. That's what Eucharist demands of all of us. What about reconciliation? Knowing that other has done me wrong and able to let go, forgive. I don't want to. I resist. I cry. Get down on my knees, Lord. I cannot do this. Is that a sacrifice or not? For the sake of His love for me. Yeah. Absolutely. And also, the sacrament is a sacrificial offering, obedience and humility. Well, it's very simple. A lot of times we struggle, all of us, and that is that I rely upon my knowledge, my abilities, my talents, even approach God that way. And yet we have to let go of that. And like Christ, look at the cross and able to say, yes, Lord, I am one with you, and be humble, be obedient. That's what Eucharist, Sacrament Eucharist is all about, for all of us. So as Bill said, it's a two-way street. He offered us first, He loves us first, He offered His everlasting, joyful life first, so in turn we too can share that with others. But only we can do that is through sacrifice. Now, let's look at that word, okay? We are studying the sacraments. The roots of the word are very, very similar. Sacramentum. We have this word called sacramentary. Sacred mentum. Sacramentum. Sacrament is way, in way the English understand is a way to attain the holiness. Guess who are the first people who said sacramentum? It's an oath. You know, guess who made that oath? Anybody?
Romans.
The king.
Romans. Yeah, but who? Specifically, which Romans?
I would say probably the Romans in Rome.
Oh, yes, they're Romans. The soldiers, but more specifically, there was a Caesar. Caesar had his own private guard, known as a Praetorian Guards. Before they become selected as a Praetorian Guard, they make an oath to Caesar. They say, I give up my life for you to protect you. That's what sacramentum begun. And church used that to this day. Now let me ask you this. Who is making oath here? When we receive sacraments, when we practice sacraments.
Christ.
I will love you the rest of your life from here until the end.
Jesus.
That's why we say sacrament is the presence of Christ in our lives. He's the one making promise to all of you. Something that we can really grasp on. Okay? He's making promise to you and to me. Now let me ask you this. Can you become holy by your own abilities?
No.
We need sacraments. We need Christ in our lives. So I cannot urge you more than this. Especially Eucharist is very, very, very important for a Christian's life. We can never take them for granted. Now more and more we should understand deeply what it means, partake upon Him. Rather than, taking for granted is something we have right to. Nobody has right to receive our Lord. It's a privilege that I must know what He has done for me every day. If you can reflect that truth, we'll be very blessed. And your life will be sanctified. And that's what Catholic Church is all about. That's why we hold utmost the sacraments, especially the Eucharistic celebration, so much. So, having said that, is it okay to skip Him once in a while? Don't come to church on His Lord's Day? Really? Does that mean that RC, once you become full communion with our church, RC every Sunday? You say no. Well, I hope and pray you do, because we need Him to be my side every moment of my life. And we have such ultimate gifts, precious gifts, that is right in front of us.